Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Roleplay!
Let's read.
Skullgirls 2. I'm your host Duhad. I'm joined by Bleel,
Hi.
Winter,
Yo.
and finally Morath.
Hello!
We're waiting on Zombie Cam, but until he shows up, because we're already running about a little over an hour late, we're just going to jump right into this thing. So, when last we left our heroes, as I'm sure you probably remember if you're watching these in order,
Hopefully you are, because it'd be confusing if you weren't.
it would be very confusing. Anyway, so when last we left our heroes, they were in the church after having the safe house that they were staying at that belonged to Winter's character, Renee, burnt down.
Thank you.
Yes. So now they're hiding out in a church, and they are trying to get additional orders from their bosses of the new unit, due to the fact that obviously they're a little bit stuck.
Yeah. So while Hippo and and everyone else are asleep, since Renee already took rest before she will go in, since the call was made to her house, Renee will make a call to Laura. Or really, to the building.
Alright, that makes perfect sense.
Highest up she can make.
For some reason, I seem to be the microphone seems to be picking up really weirdly on my end, but hopefully am I sounding clear enough to you guys?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, well, hopefully it comes across in the recording. Getting weird signals. But anyway, okay.
Well, there's two people recording currently, so I'm sure it'll be decent on someone's.
Yeah, one of them worked.
Hopefully.
So yes, the call all goes through, ring, 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 and you get a pickup, and it's Cosine. It's like, hello?
Yes, yeah, let me use the voice. Yes, hello, this is Renee. Current mission has been changed.
What do you mean changed? What's going on? I
Well,
have reports of an attack. Second one.
Yes, two. We are currently holding out in a location that I don't want to say for our own safety and the safety of our VIP.
How is she? Is she alright?
Yes, she is perfectly fine.
Good, good. You're doing well. Alright, what do you need?
We need backup and we need a new place to go. Just anything, really.
Alright, you're in the, you're in the church? You mean the cathedral?
She never said a location.
Yeah, she was keeping it secret.
Oh yeah, alright. So okay, fine. Where do you need the Where do you need the supply, the reinforcements and backup sent to? You're not giving me the location.
Send it to the Send it to the local park. We will be there.
Local park.
Local park.
There's a dozen of them. This is the capital city of the capital city of the Cappy Kingdom. We have a lot of parks.
Fine, send it to insert name here. I'm not creative enough.
Yeah, I can send this up there.
All right. Make sure. Yes. We will keep the package as safe as we can keep her.
Good, good. Keep on top of that. He seems kind of a little confused as to what else to say, but he wants to say something else. And then she just says, "All right, I'll send a car around to there, and the very least you can."
You should send it in the morning. The rest of them are asleep. I'm on night watch.
Of course. Laura has been extremely concerned. Apparently, she's been getting phone calls from across the city. Our agents are trying to keep track of you, but it seems like the
we exactly don't want to be tracked anymore.
Well, there might be a problem with that. There's well, we don't have it confirmed or anything, but these assassins that are coming after you, they might be getting. We've been tracing them. It looks like they're former members of the Medici Mafia, being employed by the state.
Employed by the states?
That's right.
I didn't know that. I knew that they were from the Mafia, but I did not know from the states.
Yeah, which means that every police officer, every government official, every military checkpoint could be a serious danger. I don't think they do anything as open as gunning you down right in the street, but they're going to, they're
going to get access, and
they'll know exactly where you've gone.
us.
So that's something we can't really afford.
We will make sure that our VIP is never seen by anything.
Good. Just continue to keep her safe.
Will do. Click.
Yippee.
Just then Renee will go and just stand night watch.
All right. As you're saying night watch, you actually see that your mysterious fourth companion, who has up until now been largely kind of in the background, driving the car or like looking after things at the house, has kind of stepped out and is apparently awake.
Might as well go look, make sure no trouble is arising.
Morath, why don't you explain your character to the friendly people back home?
Alright, so Fade is this character that has what looks like a parasite that leaves purely his hair and mouth and nose of his head completely clear, but otherwise is just wrapping around his skull. And also seems to be attached at the eyes. He's wearing a suit, he's about 6 feet tall, and he has blonde hair. Otherwise he looks kind of slight. He's kind of thin, and seems to be kind of like, if his coloration was any different as a human being, you'd think he was sickly. But
well, this is Skullgirls, so there's going to be alternate skins.
Oh, wow.
But other than that, he looks, other than the massive parasite coming out of his skull, he looks pretty standard as far as people go. He looks like he would blend into a crowd pretty well.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And because of this, he always carries a hat with him.
Hey, Skullface, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. So, what's been going on?
What hasn't at this point?
So called in for backup.
They will be meeting at, I don't know, the blank park.
At the Trinity Park in
Trinity
New
Park.
Meridian.
Well, I can get us there easy enough.
Good. Do you happen to have any spare cloths or robes or anything really?
Yeah, he pulls out his pocket kerchief and offers it out to you.
No, I was thinking of something bigger. It's fine.
What do you need it for? Somebody injured?
No one injured. Just want to keep our VIP's face away from anything. Might as well put something over her head.
Oh, because that always looks non-suspicious.
In a car? they won't see.
You
Then
actually
why
see
are we
the
covering her head in the first place? Never mind.
you actually, as you're talking about this, you see a nun wandering around in the back, like near the back of the church, and her robes are actually relatively concealing. She's got a habit and everything, so it's maybe if you were looking for something like that, you could ask for a church donation.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hold on. I'm going to walk over to the nun.
Hello, my child.
Hello. Ma'am, we seem to be in a spot of trouble, actually.
I've heard. I'm happy to assist in any way I can.
Well, you see, they're looking for one of our friends, and we need a way to conceal her, without it seeming suspicious. Is there a way that we could acquire a habit from the church?
Of course. We have many spare clothes for our parishioners. Unfortunately, in these days, there has been fewer donations, and many young men who previously worked here at the Citadel, at the cathedral, have been sent off to war.
This is a confession booth.
Yeah.
But she
This is out of character. This is out of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like, well, ma'am, I'm sure that I can make sure that at least as far as our company goes.
Renee just steps in the middle of this conversation. It'll look really good on my public record to donate to the church. I'll send a couple K over from a winning. Would that be all right?
Of course. We are very grateful for the donation, but it is unnecessary. It is our pleasure to assist you in any way we can.
But you see, it will help my public image.
Of course.
So I'm going to do it anyway.
You have a public image?
I'm a professional I'm a celebrity sports player. Of course I have a public image.
I just kind of gaze at her with my non-existent eyes. I don't know. I haven't watched tennis before.
All right. So as you're arguing, the big Daigen just kind of creeps over past you and struggles into one of the confessional booths.
Haven't watched tennis before. What uncivilized scum! She just says, turning away.
Hey, zombie is here. So
you haven't missed a lot, but
the fact that you just called a blind guy uncivilized scum for not being able to watch tennis.
she's really classist, you can imagine.
Zombie Cam, my friend, are you hungover again this time? You better not have been partying all night. Okay, good. So yes, Morath's character is in the game now, and
his name is Fade, and he has a parasite coming out of his eyes.
Yes, and Tabitha.
Okay.
She's nice. I hope that you're not too tired. Actually,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
My hands are just tied.
No worries.
Just make sure you have your character sheet, and it should be a-okay.
All right, so I guess you guys are all kind of just waking up one by one. As you two argue about tennis, the nun returns the confessionals and slips into the opposite side of the one that Hippo just struggled into. Have you come to confess your sins?
Not really. I've come to seek guidance.
The light of the Trinity smiles down on all of the goddess's children. What can I do to assist you?
See, you know, I'm not native to the Canopy Kingdom, if you can believe that.
I have noticed, though I do not presume to judge or guess at those who enter into the the holy rite of communion.
You see, ever since I was born here, my mother she came here and betrayed her own kind. So ever since then, I've been an outcast from both the Canopy Kingdom and from my own kind. You know.
It is a tragic fate that many have suffered during these harsh and dark times.
So I just need to know if the Trinity could lend me a hand on being able to reclaim my family's honor from
it is well within
the stupid
power.
shit my mother did.
Of course, it is well within the power of the divine. The Trinity takes pity upon its most forsaken children. Look to the light of the goddesses, and they will guide you to your redemption. Before you go, I will give you a gift from the church, something for you to hold on to remember the important lessons that we must remember while we strive to improve the world.
Thank you. What is it? What's the gift?
No, she doesn't give it to you right now. She's saying
Oh,
before you
okay.
leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Thank you for the guidance, sister.
Of course. Go in peace, my child.
Yeah, she struggles out and bangs her head a few times while she tries to make her way through, kind of like splitting the frame a little bit. But I'm assuming
in the background could just
but
be
I-
heard like thumps of
Yeah.
tennis balls just.
I think this is what wakes up everyone else.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that Renee will end up covering the tab for the repair. So,
Oh hell no!
oh yes, hell yes.
If it only goes to my public image, if it's already getting paid for within the
Anyway,
public image money,
Right?
but
So
anyway.
then the nun leaves and comes back shortly, handing Fade a pile
Fade.
of.
I thought it was Epo that was she was going to give.
No,
a gift
well,
to.
she's going to give a gift to her Ipa before she leaves. She's giving, for right now, a nun's habit to
Okay,
Fade.
there's like a little gap in my brain.
That's
I'm
all right.
tired too.
It's all right. We all are. So yeah, no, like they give you the disguise you were asking about.
I'm gonna walk over to Squiggly at this point.
All right. Yeah, she's waking up, and so are you, Doctor.
Just curious. Is Leviathan attached at this point?
Oh yes, yeah. Is attached in a different place because she was never shot in the head, but Leviathan is sticking out of a particularly ugly like scar on her like shoulder. It's covered up mostly by. If you look at if you scroll up a tiny bit in the chat, you'll see a picture of Mabuse and Squiggly. So that's basically what she looks like right now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, like Leviathan's kind of peeking out from over her shoulder.
Yeah.
Sir, ma'am, I'm going to hold out the clothes. I believe that these should serve to keep you hidden from the public eye.
Thank you very much. That's very I'm sure that's going to be very helpful.
It was my idea.
Thank you too, Renee. Leviathan kind of like snakes over her shoulder fully and looks, pointedly up at your non-existent eyes, and says, "Do my eyes deceive me, or is that Tabitha?"
It would in fact be.
It's been too long, old friend. I see you found yourself a new host.
Yes, he's quite competent, if a little too comically inclined.
Ah, you always were drawn to the most interesting hosts, I must say. It is good to see you once again.
It's good to see you as well. I will endeavor to do my best to keep your host safe throughout the current proceedings.
He bows his head in gratitude.
Yeah. She kind of ripples, which is the most she does when in kind of her non-combat form.
Right.
Though her eyes come to the front.
Okay,
And
so like
kind of give like a slight bow, essentially.
fair enough. So like there's like this weird like gloopy like parasitic weirdness in like this guy's like eye sockets that just suddenly like twist and turn and two eyes appear within his eye sockets that just sort of dip a little bit as a little mini bow.
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy. I love it.
And then give like the sort of like, cheerful little like anime eye thing.
Of course.
God.
Now, if you will excuse us, our host has to make, I believe they're called rounds.
Of course. Mine has to change.
Of course.
So Squiddy heads up to the back.
Yeah. I forget that all you parasites know each other. he and Tabitha kind of are having an internal, like, it's definitely a dialogue, but they kind of don't care that anybody else is in the room when they're doing it.
Fair enough. You're staying right next to Doc at the time. Zombies, anything you want to like throw in?
Doctor, who was Tabitha talking to?
Tabitha was talking to
Leviathan.
Her host.
To her host. Like the two of them are having a weird internal conversation. So basically, from what you can see, first the blind person with the fucked up eyes was talking to Squiggly and Leviathan, and then the eyeball started talking to the bodyguard.
I ignore Leviathan, but I lean closer to Squiggly and... What's wrong with their eyes?
I believe that is they're a parasite, a friend of Leviathan's.
Oh. I was going to see if they wanted to have them removed.
I'm fairly certain that she probably doesn't want that.
Yeah. Tabitha just kind of gives like this kind of weird look. And it's like, so she kind of like the eyes then disappear and it's all flat. And you hear kind of whisper, "The problem with having super sensitive ears, my dear, is that I can hear everything that goes on in this room." And then
Yeah. The giant footsteps on the floor. Just
No, I was saying more of Renee just practicing against one of the walls.
Oh yeah, but also just Epo walking around is just like.
Yeah.
Also, somebody saying that she needed to be removed. She is kind of sensitive about such things.
I would imagine.
Most parasites are probably that way.
Like she's learned not to take too much offense, but like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're gonna have a
Perfectly
lot of fun.
reasonable.
So,
Yeah, so after a little while, Squigly comes out dressed as a nun, and it's starting to get to the point where you guys have to go to the rendezvous. And quickly, Squigly explains to you, after being informed of the plan, Squigly explains to the doctor what the plan is since Zombie came in a little bit late. You guys are going to meet up with people sent by Cosign to change cars and get resupplied, because it turns out that the Crown is funding the remnants of the Medici Mafia to have Squiggly and by extension you guys as members of the new unit assassinated.
How do we find that out?
It was told. Renee talked to Cosign in a call at the very beginning of the session.
Okay, and I thought we weren't going to trust Cosign because he could
Oh.
be the one that's.
No.
Well, this is basically.
You may not.
You haven't been you're just informed of this now. You can voice your dissent if you want to.
And did anything ever come of the phone being put in the drawer?
No, you haven't actually followed up on that yet because no one has followed up on that. You are free to follow up on that now if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to go look at the phone in the drawer.
Okay. So, yeah, the nun is out actually doing other things. So you head into the office while everyone else is preparing. And there you find that the desk drawer is unlocked, and when you open it up, you do find the phone. It's been disconnected and is like kind of neatly stowed in this closet, but it is a working telephone.
So the whole thing was put in there.
The whole thing, like completely removed.
Oh, I
You
thought they
don't
just
even-
took the handheld bit off and put it in the drawer.
No, they like removed the entire phone. In fact, you don't even see a place where a phone would normally go in here. Like, if you didn't see the phone before, you wouldn't imagine a phone would be in this room.
Is there anything else in the drawer?
In this drawer, no.
Is there another drawer next to it?
Oh, there are several other drawers.
are you going to be an asshole and steal from the church?
I'm not going to steal. I open up the next drawer.
All right. Inside of that one is a collection of what appears
Pokemon
to
cards.
actually they appear to be various medals and insignia.
Do I recognize them?
Yeah, they're all from the Canopy Kingdom. They're pieces of like paraphernalia that you'd see on various ranks of officer.
I'm sure he's healed enough of them
From
to
the
see them.
what are they called? Parasol's troops.
Yeah, from the Egrets.
From the Egrets? Yeah.
Yeah, that's an egret. He pulls one out and he goes, "Ah, I remember when I was an egret."
God damn it, you remember everything!
I remember when I was a tennis player.
I will smash you in tennis!
I remember when I was a Geigen.
Yeah, so like examining this pin, you actually you see that it's been like it's weird. Like it's very shiny and very new, but like it's not like it doesn't look like it came off a uniform. It looks like it's just like a perfectly manufactured thing, like freshly manufactured for this for the purpose of sitting in this drawer.
That's not suspicious.
Well, maybe they donated to the church.
And what's in the next drawer?
In the next drawer, there's actually a notebook, and yeah.
Oh, this is an asshole thing. Now,
Does it say anything on the cover of the notebook?
No, it's a completely blank notebook.
No leather-bound faces?
No face inscribed in human flesh or anything like that.
Well, I'll open it up because
no, you have to say the magic words before you do it. Otherwise, you're gonna summon the demons.
Yeah. Awaken the army of the dead.
I can't even remember what.
Klaatu Barata Niktu.
That's it.
Yeah, so you open it up, and there are pages and pages of names and numbers. And there's one that's been like bookmarked. Like one page that's been bookmarked.
Oh my god, it's a phone book.
Yes.
But there's no phone in this room. Nowhere for the phone to plug in, so it's even weirder.
You said it was still working,
Indeed.
even though it's disconnected.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay, well, I flipped to the bookmark page.
Okay. It is again a long series of numbers. Though this actually appears to be in the M section, and many of the names on this particular page begin with last name Medici, then first name Lorenzo, Vitelli, Filia. The list goes
Would I
on.
know that? I know Philia because I
Yeah.
asked
Yeah.
Name, yeah.
Carol. Yeah, so I'll I go. Oh.
Let's just kindly make her call it Philia. She won't trace it or anything.
I'm gonna take the phone out of the drawer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start like entering the number in, even though it's not plugged in.
Haha, you have solved
it-
my
it-
phone puzzle.
It doesn't seem to do anything. It does look like it needs to be plugged in somewhere. You can roll me a quick perception plus notice check if you'd like.
Is there a room that we're in?
What was it?
Is there a room?
Oh yeah, you guys are you were in this room.
No, the roll room.
Yeah, Winter.
It's Skullgirls 2.
Skullgirls 2, yeah.
Yeah. It is that simple. It was open.
Okay.
And now we're gonna have to change it because our audience knows everything. No,
Who's the shit? They won't know when we're recording, really.
That's true.
hopefully.
Unless they can use pattern recognition and the few hints we talked about when we actually run these games.
Oh well, I'm blind. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Right.
Insight -2, perception base 1. So
So
Oh,
okay,
no.
you might not,
one
you might
d10 -3.
so you
That's
might
it.
actually not have picked up all that stuff I just told you about the book. No, I'll be nice and say that you just shoved your face
It
into it.
looks like a square.
Given enough time, he'd probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna
He's
say
taking his time.
you rammed your face into it and just sort of
Okay, I got 5.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no, there's definitely no phone cord in here anywhere you could possibly use to plug in this phone. It's a mystery. Must be magic.
God damn it,
Do I have a
Taco!
potion for this?
What was it?
Do I have a potion for this?
I don't know. How many potions did you prepare before you took off? Because you haven't had a chance to brew any more recently. All right, let's say you've probably used about 4 potions so far. I'll say that you have 6 prepared at any given time, so you can have 2 more potions of anything you want. If you want, you can make one of those a perception potion.
There's no such thing.
Okay, then.
Oh,
no.
I could prepare an insight potion, which tells you the history of an object.
You could actually. That wouldn't be the worst idea, even.
That'd be pretty decent.
Okay, I'm gonna use an insight potion on the phone
Okay.
in order to discuss specifically with the sort of question in mind of why did she put it in the drawer.
All right. So yeah, this is you have 1 more potion remaining before you have a chance to sit down and brew some more potions. Yeah, you uncork the thing and dump this powder, it's almost like dry liquid. It's weird. It's like sand, but it is technically flowing like water. And you pour it over the phone, and it almost like the phone, like a spirit version of the phone, lifts into the air. It's put back into the drawer, slides in as if the drawer was closing. Stays there for a while, pops back out again, pops up on the desk. You see its cord, the ghost cord, wind down and disappear into a pile of papers near the back of the room. Then the numbers all dial in, The handle lifts off. It stays there for a while, then closes back down again. The cord comes out. The whole thing is put back into the table, and then after a while, the vision eventually just ends as you reach the limits of the potion.
I'm going to go plug the phone in.
Okay, you plug the phone in. By the way, actually, I'm just going to quickly, because this is taking a little while, I'm going to see how long. Oh, okay.
Oh god.
No.
Interesting. Okay, so continue.
This
Oh,
time won't betray us. No.
no. This is
I
This is something
call up. Is there number recognition? I assume not.
No, it's like a dial phone. Morath, are you back, by the way? I heard something.
That was me.
Okay, never mind. All right, so continue.
dead.
I call up Philia.
Okay. The phone rings a couple of times, and then
Possible.
you hear,
Complete.
"Grr, who is this?"
It's me.
Is it real?
Ew. Roll. I'm just gonna roll something.
I should
Okay,
probably roll a
interesting.
recognition roll to see if they can recognize the voice.
I'm gonna try that one more time and see. Okay. She's like, I don't recognize this. Who is this?
I called you earlier.
Roll me for fast talking plus intelligence.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I've got 5 intelligence.
Okay, so
That's
roll
good.
me a d10 plus 3.
Status, contact.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
nothing to
1.
help with that.
Oh dear.
A 12.
Oh.
Okay.
What does she resist?
Oh, yeah. I was wrong for her. That would be her willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, yeah. Wait, you. This is the. You're the. Sorry, you're the contact, aren't you?
Yes, that's me.
Excellent. You got any new news? Have they left you already? Sorry, I'm gonna.
They're about to leave,
Zombie, why?
but I just need an update. What was the last location that I gave you?
Well, considering the fact that
You
at least you said that you're a, considering the fact that you're a, nun, and the fact that you said that they've come here, I was assuming that they'd come to the cathedral.
No, I mean, what was the last location that I said they were going to?
Oh, well, don't you know that they were just staying there? You didn't tell us anything. Why, you going senile?
They went to
Oh my
the
God.
combo Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, don't tell us your mind's already going, old lady.
They told me where they're going. They're going to insert opposite side of town to what they told
Okay.
me they were going.
They're down at the little. They're going to Little Innsmouth. It's like,
Oh
Okay,
god.
then they're not
Those-
going to Little Innsmouth.
wait, they're not going to Little Innsmouth? Then where are they going?
They're going.
You guys are actually going to the Trinity Park. Little Innsmouth is on the other side of town.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you were saying that they're going to Little Innsmouth.
No.
They're going to Little Innsmouth. Yeah.
Oh, they are going to Little Innsmouth now.
They're being very indecisive.
They're talking amongst themselves and just whining. The one wearing the tennis outfit is really it's really angry at the other ones for some reason.
All right, hold on. So they are or they're not going to Little Innsmouth?
They are going to Little Innsmouth.
All right.
I think.
Wait, you think? Last night you were sure that you could tell us where they were going to go.
I am certain of this. If I come back later and tell you otherwise, that's me going senile. They're definitely going to Little Innsmouth.
Well, what if their plans change? Okay, doesn't mean you're
Their
going
plans haven't changed. Their plans will stay the same. I know this.
But if you call later to say their plans have changed, then clearly that means the plans have changed. I don't think you're going to, like, become, like, see... That seems incredibly unlikely.
You know what? I won't call later. I won't call later. I'll write a note in my diary. I won't call later. I'll send a clear message to myself that I'm no longer going to be involved in this.
What the hell? You're suddenly not going to help us anymore?
Yeah.
They're going to Little Innsmouth, and then I slam the phone back onto the...
No.
And then I smash it.
Okay, so when you slam the phone down and then like bash it with your hands and start smashing the phone, everyone in the cathedral notices.
Okay.
Every one of you.
Did we notice him enter the office? In the
No,
first
you
place?
didn't. But you all now notice him, like in the side room. All of you see in the side room this plague doctor smashing a phone over and over again into the receiver until the whole thing breaks.
God.
Make sure you get it into the cradle.
Jeez, next time
I
you try to lob that shit. Just whoosh.
Where's the nun?
The nun is staring at you from across the thing. Like her eyes are like she actually like mostly walks around like without like very very with her head kind of lowered, but like she's now kind of looking at you. Like she mostly demurely looks away or keeps her eyes closed, but now she's just staring at you.
My character, I imagine he's like kneeling on the ground in order to have plugged in the thing and get the phone on the ground. Yeah, anyway. So he smashed it. And then he looks around and sees everyone sort of staring at him. He doesn't really, he just sees them looking in his direction, not necessarily seeing the evil intent in the nun's eyes.
Oh, you don't see anything about the nun's eyes because you're nearsighted. Otherwise, you'd be making a roll right now.
So he tries to get up, spins around, stumbles a little bit, and he points at the nun and goes, "She's the Medici!"
I'm pretty sure that's not right.
I don't think she is blood connected to the Medici. I don't think that.
I'm pretty sure that she doesn't have burns all over her face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Unless she can shapeshift or something.
Yeah,
Then I don't think so.
Nah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm going to have to ask you to replace that church property you destroyed.
Hey, Renee.
You're never making another phone call, Medici.
When are we gonna get out of here?
This.
Kind of running late.
Yeah, I'm sure Cosine's pretty upset at this point.
Oh, Morath, what did you say?
I said, what proof do you have of it? Like, what evidence do you have of this?
I hold out the notebook.
I'm
Let's
just gonna
say you're all the way
stare
in the other
blankly
room.
at you. Just gonna stare.
She's
blankly.
been in contact, and pulls the notebook open. And obviously he's like holding it too far away from everyone so they can't see the
Yeah,
words.
just, like,
It's
holding
she's
it
been
up.
in contact with the Medici.
Did it bring that over a little bit?
Does it look like a holy book from a distance?
Yes, from a distance it looks like a holy book.
I'm pretty sure that's called praying.
That's pretty normal, yes.
They do tend to do that in churches. Now, will you please stop accusing the nun of being a secret mafioso?
She was giving them our location. I spoke to them.
You're just holding a prayer book.
All right, I know this.
Is he
Nuns
looking
are supposed to tell the truth, right? So
Graham, roll me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
D10 plus perception plus notice.
That would be a 15.
15? Okay. Basically, your parasite's eyes like rolls to the front, and looking in, it's like, wait a minute, that's not a prayer book at all. That's weird.
What is
Actually, kind of looks like a notebook. Like it's got a bunch of like numbers scribbled in it.
Yeah, just bring it over here.
Tabitha,
So apparently doing taxes is...
Why would they be doing taxes in what looks like a holy book? Tabitha,
Well,
if you would not mind, I'd like to.
Oh, I know. I slam the book closed this time, and I point at what's your character's name again, Belial?
Epo? Although you called her
Epidermis.
epidermis. Yeah.
I point at Epidermis, and I say, "The church doesn't pay taxes."
Dun,
Well,
dun,
That's
dun.
also true.
Well, in the Geigen land, they kind of do. I mean...
This ain't the Geigen land, sweetie.
I didn't know that you shrimps, favored certain beliefs over others. But good to know.
We don't tax your church.
What is what did you say, Morath? You were saying something to Tabitha.
Oh, I asked her to get me combat ready. In other words, armor on, essentially, or
Flame
diver,
on.
whatever. Yeah, that kind of thing.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so like as you guys are like arguing, like suddenly just like this whole like suit of like weird living armor like forms around Fade as Tabitha like goes into ready stance, and as you're holding up the book, Doc. Can't remember your name off the top of my head.
Doc.
Sorry.
Yeah.
As Doc is holding the book up, a small hand suddenly just like jumps up and grabs it out of your upheld hand, and the little red-haired maid from that you rescued from the house starts like flipping it open and reading the.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, people forget that all the time. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, this dame's been calling up, has like a bunch of Medici names written up here in her weird prayer book.
Yeah.
Pulls out tennis racket. Well, not even really pulls out because I don't have any place to put it, but tennis ready stance.
Epo's gonna still sit relaxed with her.
Yeah, her own choice.
Yeah.
I
little,
trust my.
Yeah, the little red-haired maid starts like just jamming her finger towards the nun, going, "She's a mook. She's a goddamn. She's a."
There's already a spear launched at her, by the way.
Okay, so like, as you're as she's
What?
like throwing out accusations, and as Maria is trying to like drag her back, Patricia back, suddenly this spear hurtles out towards the nun. Roll that for me, Morath.
16.
Jeez.
I'm
Nice.
glad we're supposed to meet up at a location so that we can make sure Squiggly's safe, and instead we're picking fights with the holy woman who was keeping us, who was letting us stay here for the night.
Yeah, you guys are real good at making friends.
What a
So-
great decision.
Really, really incredible decision making. But so this thing hurtles through the air, and like she looks at it, like moves to try and like intercept it, but misses, and the spear like lodges directly into her chest. Roll damage.
All right.
Oh.
That's 5 times 5. So that's 25 damage.
Okay, yeah. So thunk. Like she
Does
kind of like
it go
staggers back a
through her?
step. What was it?
Does like the spear go through her or something?
No,
Or
it's
does
just
it
like
just stay in
lodged
her?
into her chest. It's like she staggers back a step there. She's like, oof.
Oh.
Looks down and reaches up and grabs a hold of the spear.
Ah, damn.
Looks horribly shocked.
Oh my
like
god, what's wrong with you?
Her eyes are like screwed tight in pain as she staggers back and falls against the wall.
So Ipo's gonna come to the aid of the nun.
Yeah, that's,
You know.
she's cold to the touch when you reach her, and she reaches out and like grasps for your hand.
Yeah. Ipo accepts it.
And starts sucking out your
No,
soul.
says, my child, I'm afraid I'm not long for this world.
Doctor, make sure she lives. Let's get Squiggly out of here. She just needs to not be able to report.
Yeah,
This is when the spear just like returns to my arm.
Okay, so like, as you're like bent down next to her, Hippo, like the spear suddenly like launches straight back out of the nun's chest.
Wait, can I grab the spear?
You can
Like
try.
right as it exits.
Yeah, roll Dex plus just Dex doubled.
Oh, okay.
That's a 17.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to catch it as it's flying back out.
Yeah, and
That's hold
she'll basically hold it and stab it into the ground
Okay.
while supporting the nun with her other hand.
Yeah, Morath. How do these spears work? Are they like?
They're part of the
Tethered to-
parasite.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can only produce one at a time, but essentially what happens is, when in doubt, they slither back to me like snakes.
Yeah, I kind of assume. So basically, like you jam into the ground, and it takes longer. Like you don't have it back immediately, but it starts like swirling out to like return to you in the slower form.
Renee is going to go and grab Squiggly by the hand and lead and just push her out the front door, take her to the car, and just slam it closed.
Yeah, that's easy enough done. Once again, she's freaked the hell out by this and by the fact that it seems like no matter where you guys go, someone's always trying to fucking like murder someone.
So I'm going to look at the doctor. Doctor, make sure she does not die.
If I do that, it'll be my last healing potion. If anyone else gets injured, I won't be able to help them.
Just bandages and just
Man,
bandage the damn one.
if you didn't smash that phone, you could have called an ambulance by now.
It's a
I
I
good.
mean, there's
Smash that
a phone right there. Like, it's like just down the block.
If I hadn't smashed that phone, I would have still been talking to the stupid girl.
Make sure that she can't report. I'm gonna go outside to the phone and actually call an ambulance.
Yeah, that's
the
easily
one on the
enough
corner.
done.
What does the nun look like currently?
She still looks like a nun. Like she looks like a
yeah,
nun
but
with
like,
a big
what's her
fucking spear.
condition?
Like she's got a big spear that just went into her body.
Well, it's gone.
Okay,
It
yeah,
left.
like there's a big fucking hole where a spear that had gone into her body was.
All right. Ipo will. She doesn't have.
She actually looks
aid.
like she's dying. Like she looks
Yeah.
pretty fucked.
So Ipo's gonna whisper in her ear, basically like a blessing, a Trinity blessing.
Yeah. She like as she's saying, she like raises a hand slowly and points to the office and says, "Second drawer. Find peace, my child."
All right. Yeah.
And then she
And then,
closes her eyes and lets out a long breath and goes still.
During this, I'm just taking the other two girls that we have and just putting them in the car next to Squiggly.
Oh, that's not right.
As Epidermis stands up
Oh,
to move
shit.
towards the
I
drawers.
rolled a willpower roll and fucking jeez, that's good.
Jeez.
You
Yeah.
rolled a 3d10.
Yeah.
No, I meant Ipo's not fucking crying.
She
Yeah.
just like stands up.
Yeah, and then she's gonna go over and get whatever that was in the drawer that she.
It's
Ornate.
a ornately decorated, like metal box with no apparent latch,
I
It's got like a puzzle on like the front of it that appears to be like a locking mechanism.
All right. What type of puzzle? Is it like a Rubik's cube or?
It's like a weird like geometric puzzle. Like there's a bunch of like golden like pieces that are all jumbled up in weird ways. And if you turn them, no, not quite, but like you can like kind of like turn them around and stuff. Like it's like a puzzle box.
Okay. All right, then she's gonna put it wherever her other inventory items go.
Into the void.
Into the void of where her knives are. So I guess tucked in her pants somehow.
Yeah.
And I guess she'll secure it by like.
It's like where I have all of my tennis balls.
Like tying some of the wraps that are on her arms and legs around it, so that it like is secure on her body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you scared that someone's gonna pickpocket you?
I have no pockets.
Scared someone's gonna just take it off your body somehow? Why would that happen?
Why are you insinuating that?
Yeah, it's not the doctor talking. It's zombie cat.
Oh, okay.
I leaned
Hey,
down.
Faye, back yet? We gotta get going.
Yeah. After making the call for the ambulance, I climb into the driver's seat.
All right. Yeah. The rest of you follow.
I sit next
I
to
leaned down next to the body of the nun. I was told to bandage her. Even if she's a corpse, I'm gonna bandage her.
Okay, she wouldn't have bled out so quickly. So like,
Yeah.
you can buy her a couple of minutes probably.
So as everyone else moves into the car,
Is everyone else out of the cathedral?
My question is,
Yeah.
is Ippo even gonna fit in the car?
Yeah. The car is like was.
It's my car now.
Is it suitable for 13 feet tall beings?
It's her car.
We
now,
just
so you
pop
could
the
probably,
hood.
Yeah,
No.
you probably pop the hood. And you're just kind of leaning out the top. All right, so yeah, zombie cam. You Doc.
I leaned down on next to the nun, and I put my ear over her mouth to see if she's still breathing, and put my fingers on her throat to see if she's got a heartbeat.
Okay. So, as you do that, you actually do feel a faint pulse in her neck, and then you hear her mouth moves, and you hear a very faint voice say, "You should not have interfered."
Could say the same thing to you.
True, but the difference between the two of us is that I will live long enough to regret my decision.
No.
Oh.
Zombie cam, roll dodge.
Oh, do I even have that? Marksman, cultism, alchemy, disguise, stealth. No.
Okay.
It's
Roll
showtime.
roll dexterity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Dexterity doubled or
No, just dexterity -2.
dexterity? Okay. I rolled a 7 total.
Right, she rolled 19.
Sorry.
So
Oh,
take 16 points of damage
oh no.
as like a boot rockets out of her chest and like hits you square in the chest, knocking you up into the air.
19, you said?
16 points of damage.
16. What's that?
I'm gonna roll a
Yeah,
perception check on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Because
Thank
I'm
you.
fairly certain I would have heard him hitting the floor.
Yeah, you probably actually might have a chance of hearing this one.
I'm gonna roll it too, but good thing Geigen's really shitty with fucking perception.
Luckily for you, only one character needs to actually hear this to alert all of you.
16.
20.
14.
Oh,
I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, you guys will. Enough of you hear this that you all can be aware.
Oh, so yeah, just 14. But yeah.
All right.
See, Tabitha, I didn't just kill a nun.
Right. So, is it very clearly a like?
Well, yeah,
There's a
no,
fight
because
going on?
when you guys run in, you just see the doctor like crumple to the ground on the other side of the lady.
Knock.
Hey, yo, right there.
I'll be
I'm now a
fine.
Grog's accent.
I remember back when I fought a Gigan 10-1, and I came out victorious.
Did this happen while you were in the army or out of the
A
army?
little old nun will not be able to bring me down.
I don't even get this guy's timeline
Just-
anymore.
Crumpled.
Well, it
Like-
seems like there's no reason to be in here. Then.
Yeah, you say you got this, then you
Can I
got
roll
this.
initiative on this one?
Yeah, you can roll initiative. All of you roll initiative, except for
Yeah.
anyone who doesn't want to be involved in the fight.
I'm gonna be a part of the
That's
fight.
Epo.
It's dexterity plus what you
Plus,
roll with.
just dexterity.
And faster
D10
action.
plus your dexterity and plus 3 if you have extra action time.
We should have rolled that. 14 FRT.
I got a 15.
Okay, it's right down in the chat. So 14. I got a 10.
And then
okay.
FRT goes first, so yeah. Or is that something else why we found out didn't
I'm going to
exist?
switch die on you. It's rolled 2 10s. So
Alright, I'm also going to quickly roll for Squiggly. Not rolling well tonight.
Quickly, I put you in the car for a reason.
But she's like, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
fine.
and that's everyone because. Oh, and Zombie, have you rolled me initiative?
Hold on.
Alright.
1d10 plus 2. What's fast reaction time? 5, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you also get the tag. That means you go before.
I got what? What did you say, Winter?
You get to go before anyone who doesn't have fast reaction time. That's how fast reaction time works.
Oh, well, I
It's
rolled
up.
a 10, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. So be me, Zombie Graham, Nun, Squiggly.
Yeah, and Epo's just on the sidelines thinking everyone's fucking retarded for attacking this nun.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have FR. Do you have FRQ, Zombie?
Oh, I do. I just didn't put it in the message.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
That means you doesn't that mean you have 15 then? Because you add
No, it's just he rolled 5 and then he had 5.
Okay.
Turn.
You add 3 for fast reaction time.
Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah,
Then
I
11.
was being overly generous before, but okay. So
Actually,
actually
12.
after looking it up, but okay. So in that case, Graham is first.
Oh, does FRT no longer make you go first?
No. Fast reaction time is in the event of a tie.
Oh, okay.
Fast reaction time always
I
wins,
misunderstood.
and it gets a bonus. Also, you like if this was like a sudden event, someone with fast reaction time would have an opportunity to move before things had.
Oh,
like,
that's
really
where I'm
taken off.
mistaken. Okay.
Fast reaction time is super fucking strong, but I've been making it a little too fucking strong.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I get you.
Yeah, which is why I made basically the OP version of fast reaction time like a super quality in my in the role playing game I've been making. But on that later, Graham, you're up at the top of the order.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the nun. It is obviously just kick the shit out of somebody.
Yeah,
I in fact would have as good as seen it happen.
yeah.
So my whole might be evil, might not be has just been confirmed. So I'm gonna launch myself with the spear, drawn,
Okay.
and just try to like slam it back down and make it, give her a new hole to breathe out of.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
It's fucked up. She's just on the ground.
18.
But she threw him!
So yeah, you like leap forward, and before she can react, you like plunge down with this spear. Roll for damage.
Let's murder this nun, everyone.
6 plus times 5. 30
She's
points of
an
damage.
evil
What
nun!
was it?
30 points of damage.
Wow, holy shit! Oh, and
Jesus.
you're not doubling that for sharp, right? Because like we're not doing sharp damage for.
Yeah, I have 5 strength.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, so I rolled a 6. Like,
fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you like leap forward and slam your thing directly to the nun's chest, and she like howls, and as she howls, like her mouth opens wider and wider until she just vomits out this giant like flume of matter.
Double.
Yeah.
Tabitha, what is this thing?
Tabitha recognizes, does like barely recognize her. Like she hasn't seen this thing in person before, but she's heard of it. It's a very.
Squiggly
very
sure knows
small
what it is, though.
What was it?
Squiggly sure knows
Squiggly
what
fucking
it
knows
is.
what it is. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to use. So yeah, I feel like she comes out, and she like pours out this giant mass of organs, and you know, you as like Squiggly walks into the thing, she bells out like, "Remember me, Selena," and it's just like this pouring fucking everywhere, and it grows larger and larger. Renee.
Sorry. Just Renee. But,
Hey, Renee.
Renee.
Come on, roll.
Yeah, just curious. Did Tabitha answer me?
Yes.
This is double, right?
Yes.
So it's just like
Yeah, she recognizes her as the monster double.
Renee's gonna get ready and hold a turn.
Yeah.
Hold a turn and wait for Double to attack to reflect that back at her.
Okay, so Double's turn. She, continues, "Ignorant children, you would rebel against the greater mother?" And she lashes out at the person who just stabbed her in the chest.
after throwing a spear through her a little while ago.
Yeah. Okay, so
Can I
roll me a
try
dodge.
to put my racket in the
Roll
way?
you a dodge. Okay.
dodge plus
And it's
three.
Dex dodge.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the scale from 1 to 5, how could someone with poor eyesight mistake her for one of the Trinity?
So 13.
Not likely. She looks like a
plus-
giant pile of expanding organs, where the Trinity, at worst, looks like a couple of
21.
dead women. 21. Holy shit, you are so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually,
Is it-
no, you're
oh.
not, because I forgot it. That was actually a 10, so I gotta re-roll it. You're not
Like I
lucky.
said, can I put my racket in the way?
Okay, yeah. Roll me your parry. Holy shit, you were very close to being very lucky. Also, like, Graham, Morath, I gotta tell you all about this role-playing system I've been working on, because in that system you would have been a bit more lucky. I'm building a new system from scratch that I'm going to be using in future games, but we'll deal with that later.
17.
I love you, Double.
She's pretty great.
That was a
You're the best
roll.
Eldritch Bay.
Best Eldridge Bay manages to get right past your racket.
damn.
It's
What I'm good at, I cannot do.
Maybe she just lets her flesh just phase through the holes in the racket.
But so Morath, you get hit for 13, though you get to reduce it due to your.
Yeah, I get to divide it by 5.
Yep.
So I take 3 damage.
3 damage because
I'll
rounding
round
up.
up.
Yeah.
So
Holy
okay.
shit.
So essentially, so
It bounces off the armor.
yeah. I'm going to. There will be a slight chuckle, and he's like, I always heard the phrase "hitting like a woman," but you kind of bring that to a head.
Tabitha cautions you. I'd recommend not antagonizing the supernatural beast. I think it's only getting larger.
And antagonizing women in general. maybe not the best idea.
Yes,
In a room full of them.
It's like, sometimes I wish it wasn't my eyesight that was gone. But anyway, yeah.
That eyesight seems to be a theme for our character.
Yes, no, seriously.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's so weird.
Okay, so Doc, it's your turn.
I'm glad we decided to not heal it. With a healing potion.
Yep.
I don't know. Where are the children?
The children are like
In
at the exit, like in the doorway, like peering in aghast horror.
Why don't any of you stay in the car?
What the hell is that?
Get back in the car, I'll
Ipo's-
explain later.
Ipa's
Where's
gonna
Quickly?
lead them out of the room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's quickly?
Squiggly is in the doorway with Leviathan, looking aghast but also determined.
I don't.
Is this gonna be the third boss that we potentially will kill? Here?
Well, this I don't think is
Let me
that
give you a
time.
little bit of a hint here. You're probably not gonna be able to kill Double here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea how much health she has.
Yeah.
And
She has a lot, and she's getting stronger
yeah,
every
and
time.
have been seeing the demon
theme of us
abilities.
nearly
I can
killing
totally tell that there's quite a lot that would probably
Be in there.
make her invincible.
Special.
Yeah.
So, how about we get the fuck out of here?
Get
Hey,
the car
Duhad.
started. I'm gonna toss the keys over to Leviathan.
Alright, yeah, Leviathan catches it with his tail.
Oh.
What are the chances that Double's blood is the blood of the gods? Shares the blood of the gods.
Not terrible, actually. She is
No,
definitely
that's,
divine.
What are
in
the
nature.
chances that I could bake ambrosia out of her blood?
That's going to depend on you later on, but if you can get a sample.
Now that's a Songray question.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Are we about to get another visitor?
Are we gonna give Songray blood?
Special blood.
I'm going to cut off a tentacle.
Okay. Go
Oh.
for your slice.
Have fun with that.
I don't have a slicing weapon though.
Okay.
Finish.
Go for a stab.
You know,
I don't have a
if
stabbing weapon.
if you didn't piss off Ipo, she might be able to help you there.
Alright. Go for a grab to tear off a tentacle.
Bite it off.
Just bite it off, yeah.
Oh, the blood.
Blood.
What's that smell?
It's blood.
Okay, does my character know
That
Double is the one that gives the skull heart to people?
no.
Is
That
that
is
like
a
nearly common knowledge? Okay.
that's very obscure knowledge. You might be able to figure that out. You can roll for it.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bit of diplomacy.
Okay.
It's gonna fail. I run into the middle of the room. Double! Oh, I didn't say that. None! Medici!
It stares down at you.
One of its eyes, I guess.
Yeah, like one of its many eyes is staring down at you.
Okay, when I think I can see that I've got its attention, I say, "You were angry at me for interfering in your work. Now you're interfering in your own."
What do you mean, mortal?
I don't know, but I think you do, because you're the one that told me.
It does not know how to respond to that.
It's like buffering the
Yeah.
connection to the goddesses. They're like, the fuck kind of. How did
Yeah,
we
like-
create a universe with just such fucking idiots?
Yeah, so actually, like the head in like just below like the main head, like the goddess head, like kind of like twists in the massive flesh to stare down at you, along with another one of the eyes. What do you mean, mortal?
When I was gonna patch up your wound, you said, "Ooh, you'll regret interfering with my work." I thought that they were your work. I sort of indicate to everyone else. Like, I thought you were saying that I...
They are but small pieces of a larger work. Your interference digs deeper than that.
I know that talking is a free action, but
Yeah, it's like,
everyone
you're
else
basically
could have run
almost-
out of the room by now.
Yeah, like actually, yeah. So we're gonna start top of the turn order. It's currently distracted by this conversation. Vade, what do you do?
So it's getting bigger,
Yes.
and while I am healing rapidly, I can definitely tell that this should not be a fight I'm going to need to be in long term.
Yeah. And you also know that, like, basically just looking at this thing, you have a feeling that while it's currently hitting you with kinetic damage that your armor can, like, pretty effectively deal with, that thing probably knows how to throw other things at you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pin it to a wall as I run out towards the car.
Okay. Roll it.
So yeah. Okay. 8 plus 10 is 18.
Okay, and it's going to roll its defense. Oh, you hit
Is it
it.
distracted?
Yeah, no, you hit it. Yeah, it's distracted, so you hit it.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's like knocked back, and like it pins to a wall. Like basically, one of its arms is pinned to a wall.
Yeah, 20 damage.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty badly hurt. Like it's growing and like getting pretty fucking strong, like huge. But it does look like you've actually like slowed it down significantly.
Get to the car now.
Renee,
Does it look like it's like still on like actual feet, or is it like
no,
holding
it's,
itself
it's,
up?
Like it's propping itself up.
Okay, then I'm just going to I'm just gonna start running. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Double is going to take its turn, freeing itself from the spear. But it's actually going to kind of like stagger a little bit. Like it's been hurt enough at this point that like the process of growing and like healing up its own wounds is taking it like so much of its energy that it's not really focusing on you guys.
Yeah. As soon
I
as
knew
she's
it
free,
had
the
fucking
spear will
regeneration.
return.
Was it?
Yeah.
I knew it had fucking regeneration.
So do I. So I mean, like,
Regeneration level 6. God.
Keep in mind that like basically every time you actually beat Double in the game, it's pretty much just like you've got to the point where you've knocked it down enough that it's going to let you go ahead and get at the skull heart so that
Now,
you
the best
corrupted.
part, though, is the fact that they are killable.
Yes. Yeah, no, Eliza did it. You just have to be about as strong as Eliza to kill it.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to go to one of the most evil motherfuckers. Actually, we could get 2 of the most evil motherfuckers just to take out Double.
And then we can have them fight each other.
Because in Eliza's story mode, that ended in such a good positive ending.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, well anyway, Doc, what are you going to do?
I'm going to continue with the conversation.
Okay. So it stares down at you and says, "Your friends are leaving you, small, like tiny mortal."
Yeah, well, I don't see you with any friends.
Your world draws ever closer to its end, and yet you stand here throwing false bravado at towards being far greater than you can even comprehend. Is it bravery or merely arrogance that lets you, so cavalierly face your own death.
Where is the double bleeding from in relation to me?
She's kind of just bleeding out on the floor. It's slowly extending out to you.
Okay, I need to distract it until I can just
Dude, my
long
spear's
enough for it to
currently
reach me,
covered
so I
in the
can.
blood.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Run.
Well, no, I can't. I'm not just gonna run. I want to do something cool, like have the roof collapse or have it light on fire, like just a bit of fire blocking the way or something.
The car is probably faster than this.
Well, I actually sort of doubt that, considering I managed to catch up with the car when I was in my monster form.
That's because I was only going the speed limit.
I do this, monster. I do this for God and country, goddess and country.
And then you.
Hmm?
And then you book it, or then
No,
you.
and then I run. Yeah, then I
Yeah.
turn around.
As you turn around and run, none of you see this, but she quickly just like swallows all of her own organs again and returns to the nun as she watches you just book it out, like dive into the car, and the car speed out of the.
It's more of
the
like an
vehicle.
old man hobble.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay.
run very-
Old man hobbles down the road. Fucking just hold your arms up and go whoop 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 whoop. whoop.
12 drive, by the way.
Okay, yeah, you. All right, roll.
Or no, do I add Dex to drive?
Yes. Yeah.
Then 17.
Okay, yeah, you book out of the parking lot. There's this squeal of rubber, dirt goes flying, and you're just out like a bat out of hell, and
Yeah.
just easily gliding through traffic.
Yeah. What I love is the fact that everybody let the guy who, for some reason, can see the road, but definitely has no eyes, drive the car.
You said you were gonna.
It is.
Ipo is gonna, they don't notice this, but she puts a hand on the box that she received from Double
Yeah.
or the nun.
And Renee's too
Thanks
busy trying to
everyone for
protect
believing
windows.
me.
We believed in you. We didn't leave
No,
you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Yes, this person that I'm still unfamiliar with
The name
believes
is
me.
The name is Fade. I'll give you my life story when we get somewhere not that isn't within spitting distance of a giant organ monster.
A pleasure, Fade. Do you have any medical complications that you require looking at?
And this
Actually,
is why
how long
people
has this
don't
been?
like you.
How long has this been, actually?
You guys are probably 5 minutes out of the cathedral, but you've already put about half a mile of distance between you.
Yeah, if we're 5 minutes out, dude, I healed up a minute after the combat. So
Okay.
I heal my
Well,
constitution and hit points every minute. So yeah,
Like your
armor.
eyes?
Hmm?
I could take a look at your
Well,
eyes.
no. Graham, you heal your constitution and hit points up to a point of 4 points. I read that
Well,
quality,
even so, I only took 3 damage. So
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no. I think you do get it in quality. I was thinking of the age quality.
Yeah.
You get equivalent to your intelligence, but up to 4 points for every level.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah, he has crazy regeneration.
yeah. May need to balance that for future things.
Why am I?
In future things? You guys usually aren't playing crazy fighting game characters
True.
yeah.
with enemies who start with a +2, 5 in brawling and 5 in dexterity, and then go up from there every level, double that every single level. You guys are fighting people who are fucking the strunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind, I put most of my points into being the tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's like I actually looked over the character sheet. There are ways around it. If he was say
Yeah.
lit on fire or
Yeah.
exploded, like basically all of his crazy high defense is versus kinetic.
Explosion would still
Okay,
be kinetic, but any magic damage,
Magic,
or
fire,
heat damage.
ice, etc. Yeah.
Elemental.
So
really.
so like Parasol, so like Krieg could fuck him up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Where are you driving to, by the way?
That park that we said we were going to meet people that I did notice you told the Medicis we were going to.
I thought it was quite clever, telling them specifically that you weren't going to this one.
Yes.
No. No, you never said that.
No, he said that they were going to
Linsmith.
Linsmith, which is on the other side of town.
He never actually mentioned the right location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't I? I thought I accidentally told them
you
the right
actually
location.
told
location.
them you weren't going to Innsmouth, Little Innsmouth. Then you realized that you were really not going to Little Innsmouth, and then corrected yourself that you guys were totally going to Little Innsmouth.
It's weird, but anyway.
I remember when I used to work in Little Innsmouth.
God damn it!
Yeah,
I was
did
a
too.
baker. And a lover.
I owned a food stand in Little Innsmouth.
No one
I
believes
thought I
you.
picked you up from the war. Everything I've been told is a lie.
Epo stares at her.
Yes.
An awkward silence for a good 3 minutes.
There's like an awkward silence for about 30 seconds, and then Patricia just like leans over like from like the back seat and is like, "Hey Doc, like you were saying before, no one believed you. I believed you. I stole that book."
You stole the book?
Oh, I like took it. Yeah, I mean I gave it back. Then the little white-haired maid pops up behind her and says, "No, she didn't. She still has it."
Always believe in Marie.
Tabitha, if you wouldn't mind looking at that for me.
Hey, that's mine. Like you pluck it straight out of Patricia's pocket. And
While you're driving? Jeez.
Tabitha's a parasite. I can still see the road. Well,
I thought you didn't have eyes.
I don't.
Oh my God.
Look, it's really complicated. Essentially, I know where every car within 200 meters is.
Can you
And how
just like
fast they're
sense
going.
it?
Yes.
That's
exactly
actually
how I do
pretty
it.
cool.
Well, you know.
Renee will admit, just like
Very impressive, I will say then. And yes, I know, Patricia. Thank you for believing me. But some people, I look at the tennis player
have you
and
forgotten
the
my name?
epidermis, and I say Renee and epidermis, and I say some people just can't seem to find it in their hearts to believe me when I say that some people might be,
Giant
trying
tentacle
to
monsters.
betray us, to kill Squiggly.
Well, we did have a certain amount of trust going in.
Some people make plans involving people that might be trying to kill Squiggly.
You know very well that I would not have allowed that to happen. Squiggly would have been just fine, no matter what happened.
Well,
That
it's
is my
worked
duty.
real damn well the last couple of times.
She's still alive! Look at her! She's alive because of me!
I disagree.
If you guys wouldn't mind keeping your dick measuring contest out of the back seat.
I don't have one of those.
Yeah, well, it would surprise me by how bloated your ego is. By the way, the spear has now become a set of hands that she's using to read that book. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm gonna make a check for. Should I make a check for her?
Yes.
Are the hands covered in blood? Just quickly, while you do that.
Are
the hands covered in
they're covered
blood?
in Skullgirl blood.
Let's go.
As I watched the
That's
transformation
blood,
from spear into hand, I noticed the blood.
Yeah. Tabitha can
aroma.
barely see her hands, so she doesn't actually know. So
Wait! You have blood on your hands.
she looks down. Oh, doctor, if you would please.
I take out like a cloth of some sort,
All right.
a handkerchief, and wipe them off.
Yeah, I just
Thank you. So she's reading. She
you don't even have to roll for me. Just it's full of contact information that goes back decades. Like there are like numbers here from about as old as phones and phone numbers have existed.
It's not
And
that
then-
long, actually.
and does it also have addresses?
No, this is just a phone book basically, but like a very special phone book.
Yes.
Like,
Are there any famous names in there?
oh yes. No, there are names of all sorts of people. There's the number for there's a number for several members of the royal family. There's Celine Casiello, Squiggly's mother, is in here. The wrestler
My rival!
Wolf is in here. Renee's in here.
Wow.
I will return shortly.
Renee's
but,
in there.
Oh, go.
Essentially, I'm just gonna take them to the park and head off to park the car in a
Okay.
place that will be unnoticed.
Fair enough.
I'll be back in about 10-15.
Okay, cool. It's getting probably close to midnight on the East Coast.
Doesn't matter.
I had a late start. Well, Graham's on the East Coast, but anyways, yeah, you guys park. But as you so, Hippo, because you had a bit of time to spare, would you like to roll me an intelligence roll? D10 plus intelligence.
For what?
The box.
Oh. Okay. Sweet. It's just intelligence, right?
Just intelligence. Unless
No
you have a
double?
special, unless you have a puzzle skill. Then
No.
intelligence.
8.
Okay. You make some progress.
You are now Professor Layton.
Yeah, Evo is making sure no one else touches it, and is trying to be as whenever she
Great.
does take it out, never
Yeah.
make sure try. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard since they're in a cramped car, and
Yeah.
she could probably just hide it
No, yeah.
by walking with her.
It's also large enough that anyone besides you carrying it would probably have trouble. But no, you're fine. And the only person who really seems to be taking a lot of interest in it, because everyone else is dealing with blood or freaking out or etc., is Patricia, who is peering over your shoulder to get a better look at the cool puzzle box.
I know what you're thinking, Patricia. No.
Hey, I wasn't gonna take it. It's yours. You're like one of my best friends. I'm not gonna steal from you.
Yeah, right. I remember when you took those when those tips were lost too.
Hey, that's not fair. That wasn't me. Like, I never take anything from my friends. Like, Marie opens her mouth and just holds up a hand like, I'm going to return those. It's borrowing.
Come on, don't you see me as your friend? You've stolen a lot from me, though. Just
Oh.
try.
All three, Marie, Patricia, and Epo, all look at her.
Yeah. Just like,
Hey, just kind of with that kind of.
So
physical
anyway,
kind
how
of-
far are we from?
you're just parking now.
Alright.
And as soon as you get out, the car is driven off by Fade to find a good parking spot.
Alright.
As you get out, you actually see another car is already parked on the edge of the green.
Does anyone? Well, I can't really make that.
Could we make a recognition test to see if it's could I try to see if I remember it from the garage or something like that design?
How about instead I'll just get out and sacrifice myself first?
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's around. Like you guys, when Doc steps out, no one shoots him.
All right then, getting out and walk into the park, looking around.
Yeah. So yeah, you see the car is parked over the thing, and as you get out, a window rolls down, and a slightly slimy hand reaches out and starts and waves you over before rolling back up again.
Walking over with my racket covering my face. Not gonna get assassinated this time. Your traps.
Will walk over as well, cautiously.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you get close to the car, the window rolls down again, and you see a fish-like feral sitting in the back, wearing a suit that looks just a little too clean and pressed to be something that she's used to wearing. She just seems a little uncomfortable in it, but she kind of half peers out at you while not really acknowledging your presence, and asks, you guys with the new unit?
Yep.
Depends on who you're asking.
Yep.
I'm asking you. All right, Geigen. Good to know one of you is being honest.
We have to protect Squiggly.
There you go, using the boss's name in public like that. That's real likely to get us safe.
Yeah, I trust ferals a bit more than you shrimps.
I like you, Geigen.
Glare. Just in very. I'm gonna actually. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Was it?
Can I roll an intimidation check?
Did you just say shrimps?
Yes.
We refer because that's quite racist when in the presence of
a fish feral.
Fish feral.
Do you actually say that out loud?
Oh well, obvious. Well, wait. Who are you referring to now?
I'm asking Zombie Cam. You're asking wait. Don't say that. It's racist towards these fish people.
Oh no, I was as Zombie Cam asking Baloo that.
Okay.
But my character would probably sort of, oh, I see how it is. I get in trouble being the insensitive one, but it's a very
Anyway.
little shotgun.
Yeah. What kind of roll is an intimidation check? Is it intelligence or is it
It's
a will?
intelligence plus. It's intelligence plus intimidation, unless you want to use physical force to back it up. In which case, you can use strength plus intimidation instead.
So can I resist with my intimidation skill as well, or is that?
No, it's.
Can I use counter intimidate?
Oh
you
god,
can
I
counter
rolled that.
intimidate the next turn. She's not trying to intimidate you though.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're
She
trying to
just said
intimidate
that she
her. Okay.
was.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to intimidate the agent.
The fish? No.
Okay, never mind. Then.
I'm trying to intimidate the person who just called me a shrimp.
The
And I
person
rolled
that's
an
over
8.
twice as tall as you.
Yeah, you use willpower, but you're going to be at a -2 because of the massive physical difference.
Okay, then 8.
Oh, this is going good.
You actually don't have to roll a counter to that because that's
Oh, that's a fail.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just kind of look down at her.
Ipo pats her head in a way that would insult her.
I put my racket above my head just before you do so. So it just bounces.
Okay, it's like a
Right.
light tap. So
Yeah. Just
Well, once you two are done measuring the sizes of one another's, you know what,
I don't have one of those. I said that. Ah.
You don't. Everyone's got something. With you eat squishies. I don't know exactly what's what, but
Whatever.
Hey, you ever hang around Little Lensmith?
yeah. No, I'm from down there.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you know of? Do you remember any of the old Fishbone gang?
Yeah, I know the Fishbone gang. No, they're still doing all right down there. Most of them.
Good. Yeah. Then
They
before
got
I
a-
became. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Before I was down there for my own stand down there was I worked for them for a little bit.
So,
What is your name, by the way?
my name? I'm Speakeasy. Nice to meet you.
Ipo holds out her giant Geigen hand.
All right. Yeah, she takes it, and
Nice to meet you.
as for the rest of you, I got a package to deliver.
Go ahead.
Actually, sorry. Do you work with Cosine?
I do.
No.
I
when
work
when
for
do you get
the group.
when you get the chance, you might want to let everyone know that the Medici are going to be down in Little Innsmouth
Wait, when the
for a little while.
I'll let him know that.
Your
Listen,
gun fingers. Yeah, you got me.
she hands out like she nods and smiles and like pats a shotgun like placed in the like inside of the car door. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little. I guess I'll be doing a little bit of a rundown to the old place right after we're done here. But first of all, this is for you guys. Say,
I take it.
Yeah, like if you like look inside of it, it's a set of keys, a large bundle of money, and like a set of directions to a like location deeper into the city where there's a like official new unit safe house that's been set up, as well as a like a basically like a magical amulet that has been prepared by Sign to keep Squiggly from being killed by an errant bullet or something else.
I just grabbed that and just put it around her neck, almost forcibly.
She's a little not cool with the fact that you're shoving something over her neck, but she, gets it, and she
It's to protect you, kid.
I can
That way.
put these things on myself. Thank you.
I like how she just gained a different voice.
I don't.
It's
I've
fine.
turned from like Bronx to like, whatever.
You turn from posh to Bronx to like gravelly grunting.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be insulting to me?
What you talking about?
She didn't actually say that.
Okay.
But,
good.
yeah. All right.
Well, I guess we'll just give these keys to our driver.
Should we be looking out for a message?
Indeed. It's actually the other thing I wanted to let you know. Cosine wants you to meet himself, and Boss Laura at this safe house. Things have gotten worse. Our people have started being attacked in the street. Medici soldiers carrying military-issue firearms.
The bolstering their strengths at this time with military power.
That's
Now I don't even know where my voice is going. But
that seems to be the situation. Yeah.
how? All the military power should be going to the military.
Apparently, it seems like the government has decided that the local entanglements are dangerous enough to want to take care of them, nice and quick. We're getting outgunned. if we don't wrap this thing up soon, we're going to, be in a lot more trouble than just one of us CEOs being shot.
Whole thing is gonna crumble.
Much more literally than you might think. We found bombs inside of the headquarters. If we hadn't managed to disarm them, they might have blown the entire, HQ sky high.
Right. Boss have any time he wants us there?
That's when someone asks, do they have to be 7-year-old bombs?
Boss have a specific time range you want us in?
Like you there within 24 hours. Be careful, though. As I've said, the streets are getting more and more dangerous for our people.
Yeah, that's likely.
Right.
Hey, do you have
We'll
any
be
guns?
there.
Guns, yeah. Here. She pulls a revolver out of her, out of a pocket of the car and hands it to you.
Thanks.
I don't like the idea of giving this person
He takes it by the chamber. Like, as if that's how you meant to hold it.
She stares at you long and hard and goes, "You
Can
know
you
what the
just take
boss?
that back?
It's the boss's
Well,
decision."
she'd be practicing gun safety, so that'd be really fucking awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, because she would hand it while holding the barrel, and so he would basically, like, go over her hand and grab it out of her hand like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider giving him that gun?
You know what? At this
How
point,
much ammo do I have?
was it?
How much ammo do I have?
There's the 6 shots in there. You can ask for some more.
Can I have some more ammo?
Oh, of course. Here. She hands you a box of ammunition out of another pocket of the thing. Okay. And then he goes off to start loading up his gun.
We'll be there within 24 hours, promise you. That or we'll all be dead. One or the other.
Very cheerful thought.
Alright,
See ya.
goodbye. Yeah,
Walks back to car.
I'd assume the whole thing, Speakeasy, like, rolls up her window or something.
Yeah, she rolls up her window and the car pulls out.
Alright, cool. And then they head back to they probably spend a couple minutes finding where the car is parked, and then
Yeah.
go there.
And you get into the car and take off for the safe house where Cosine and Mabuse and Laura are waiting for you. Roll me another intelligence check real quick.
For sure, I will. 7. Holy shit.
Okay, you make some more progress. You're not there yet, though.
Alright.
All right, and that's what we're going to call a wrap for today. Y'all get Y'all get 2 drama points.
Yay.
Good.
I just called them meter levels, but yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Now we have level 4. Guess what that means?
No. Don't we have level 3? Because
I
we
have
had
level
one.
4 then.
Oh. Okay.
But
I
yeah,
got 2 of the other one because of my combat.
Oh. Oh yeah, I was
Sorry.
not there for a session, that's right.
But anyway,
How much
Yeah.
ammo do I have?
what was it?
How much
you have
ammo
a
do I
box
have?
of ammo.
Yeah, you have a box bag. Basically, you have unlimited shots as far as like I'm concerned. Like you've basically been given like the video game equivalent of here is your basic shooty gun. It can be reloaded by hitting the R button.
It's like it's like the basic shitty weapon, and it has infinite ammo, but it does really low damage.
Yeah, basically.
Does anyone else need a gun?
No.
Well, we already left, so
Yes.
All right,
Doesn't
so
matter.
Oh, retroactively. Does anyone else need a gun?
No, I think
I don't know how to use them, so no.
Yeah.
Patricia, Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, she's
not-
like,
you're
"Man,
not
man,
giving that to
gun.
me yet."
Hell yeah, I'll take that.
No.
If your hand moves over, Ippo just moves it out of the way. No.
Ah, you're no fun.
We don't
Hey,
want you.
I say to the person in the car, I fire 2 guns. Like a cool person.
All right. Here,
They call
here's a
me
second-
they called me Ocelot back in Nam. Revolver Ocelot.
God damn.
Yeah, funny. Back in
Should
the
have just said Revolver Ares.
back in the first war, they called me Shalashank. Back in the anyway. But here you go. Here's the second gun.
Thanks.
All right.
Beep beep.
Okay, now back to where we are now, I guess.
Yeah, and then we ended up at the apartment, and that's where we ended off.
Wait,
So I'm
whose
going
apartment?
to assume that when we enter the I'm going to assume next session when we enter that Laura's going to be sitting at the table with just a shitload of empty bottles
Probably yes.
and drinking at the same time.
Goddamn Lutely.